Thank you to Birch Gold Group for sponsoring today's video.
I can remember a time when my wife's grandfather had a 250-ounce brick of silver underneath the front seat in his truck, just in case of emergencies. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's how he felt about precious metals.
Birch Gold makes it easy to convert an IRA or a 401k into an IRA in precious metals. We are starting to see the consequences of inflation. Government spending is completely out of control, and the Fed continues to raise interest rates. And to me, it's clear that nobody's comfortable with the state of our banks at this exact moment. Gold has almost always been a great hedge against volatility in the economy. It just has.
Here's what you need to do. Visit birchgold.com/redpoppyranch to get a free info kit on gold. Birch Gold will help you convert your existing IRA or 401k that's tied to a volatile market into an IRA in precious metals of gold and silver.
And the best part about it is it's tax sheltered. Visit birchgold.com/redpoppyranch to get your free info kit on gold today. I think the snow is hard enough that it's supporting me, and I want to go for a walk. So I think I can get down in to the water tank. I'm gonna try. It looks like I can even get right down to the door. So let's see if I can get inside this thing. Probably not the best idea I ever had, but yeah, I can. Oh, maybe I can. Very carefully. I can't get in there. I couldn't get in there because the snow in front of the door is frozen, but as soon as the snow melts, I want to get inside and just inspect everything. But quite a view. So I'm walking over a 4-foot tall fence right now. I just hiked up to the water tank. The shop's ever going to be usable, I got to figure out what I have. You know, I've been packing stuff around for 15 years and I don't even know why I'm packing it around. So
we're tired of looking at it.
So this is the plan. The plan is to take everything out and then we're going to blow the shop out and clean the shop really well. And then hopefully first part of next week we get some inspections done. And then literally the second the inspections are done, I'm going to go pick up all the drywall that we need to get hung in here. So in the meantime, I don't want it to look like Sanford and Sons out here. So the idea is that we're going to, any more than it already does, I guess. The idea is that we're going to really get rid of stuff that we're just not using. There really is no point hanging on to stuff. I mean, I probably have 60 V belts, automotive belts that, again, I've been...
That sounds really useful. Sounds like that's something we could use.
I've been packing it. Well, the thing is I don't even go to my collection of belts when I need a new one. I go to town and buy one. But someday, in an emergency situation, if it's needed, I'll have it.
Right.
But anyway, so that's the kind of... So my stuff's going out here, where our firewood would normally be. And Cedar stuff is going to go around front because your stuff for the most part's already gone through.
Once we get the inspection so that we can get the drywall hung, Heath's favorite part of the job, doing drywall. And then after that we can build some permanent shelves so we can have it really designed good so we can keep it organized. That's the trick. We can organize it, but keeping it organized. If places don't have if things don't have a place to go, then it just gets out of whack. So
yeah, so every, the way I see this going is I'm going to have quite a few containers and whatever I'll designate.
But at least we'll have them know where they are. We'll have them labeled.
And then they'll sit on the shelves for the next 20 years and do nothing but
So we
collect
can do
dust.
this again in 20 years.
Yeah.
Sun is shining. We're so
It
glad
is a
to
nice
be
day.
out. Yeah.
It's a beautiful day.
One of the reasons we kept putting it off is because the weather's been so horrible that we didn't want to be outside.
There's little clouds coming our way. So
At least the sun is out, though.
here we go. My wife's grandfather grew up in southern Arizona, and he spent most of his life on the same piece of property. On this very large piece of property, he would end up having a place that reminded me a lot of a junkyard. This junkyard represented all of the things that Grandpa could not see himself throwing away, and someday he might use again. One day I stopped by to see Grandpa, and we went for a walk through the junkyard. As we looked at this pile of everything from blue toilets to a machine that he thought could make adobe bricks, and as we were walking around admiring his life's work of junk, he said this is probably as good of a reason as any to move every once in a while. Grandpa also said that the second he died, more than likely all of his precious junk would get pushed into a big hole and get buried anyway. Grandpa passed away a while back and Grandma took over, and let's just say the place has never looked so good. I threw all three of those pinkies down there. Their mom's still in here. Looks like we got a mouse over here. Our cat Willow's trying to get to a vole. I think it's a little vole. I already found 3 little pinkies that I gave to the chickens, but I'm going to try and help the cat get the mouse. There it goes. Get it! Oreo! So Cedar's side looks much more organized than mine, but after working for a couple of hours, I got about half of it moved out of the shop, and that's the plan for the rest of today, is to just get finished up in here, get everything out of here, and then tomorrow morning Cedar and I are going to clean this really well in here, and then I wait for inspection, so I'm kind of at the mercy of the inspectors. I am going to go get the drywall and all the mud and everything picked up and at least stocked here, waiting to be installed. So I can at least jump on the drywall as soon as I get the electrical passed. I can technically get the electrical inspection done and start hanging drywall on the majority of the shop because there's not any plumbing other than in the bathrooms. And so as long as I don't cover those walls, the plumbing inspector can do his job. So. I think it's in my best interest to handle this here and now, instead of letting my lovely wife push it all into a hole and burying it. As painful as this is for me, the idea that I could walk into my shop and find the tool that I'm looking for in less than 5 minutes is very appealing, and I believe will be worth the effort. But hopefully we can figure out a system where the tools have a place to go, so this doesn't happen again. So we are getting down to the end here. I have just a little bit more to get out, and then we're going to clean it really well. But the inspector, the electrical inspector, is due to show up literally any second. So I want to make sure that I'm here when he shows up in case he wants me to put any nail plates up or anything like that. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish getting the rest of the stuff out of the shop. So that is my approved permit for the electrical. The inspector was just here. He said along the loft up here, I have to install a floor receptacle right there because this is considered a wall, and I have to put an outlet right there. And he said if I put an outlet on that side and put that floor receptacle in, if I send him a picture of it, he didn't really want to come back up here for some strange reason. I was surprised that he was even willing to come up here, but we're done. The electrical's done. If I want to start hanging drywall on those walls, I guess I could, but I still have to get the plumbing done, and I'm not quite ready for it because I have to put some nail plates up, and I have to do a little bit of duct work for the shop heater. Okay, I just topped the gauge off on the gas line. Oh, you need me to talk to you some more? I just topped the gauge off, as you can see. I just topped the gauge off because the inspector on the gas is coming in the morning. So there's three different guys. One is for electrical, one is for the gas side of plumbing, and one is for the sewage and water side of plumbing. So tomorrow morning he's going to be here. It had dropped about a pound over the last probably month since I put it in. So the gas system was fine. I just went ahead and topped it off, and I will watch it overnight and make sure we get it passed. But the last thing that I have to do, really before I can button up the drywall, is I need to get the B vent, all that, installed for the shop heater back here. And after going through the winter that we just went through, I have decided from this point forward, any holes that I have to make through the roof are going to be as high up on the ridges as I possibly can. And I'm going to put them on the back side, which is where the sun hits first. I lost the chimney again this year. Thank goodness I really wasn't using it that much. But the snow splitter that I made out of, I think it was 14 gauge, maybe 16 gauge steel, basically got squashed by the snow. Even the one in the house that is I forget which brand it is, but it's a factory produced piece. And even on the house, the snow was so heavy and wet that as it came down, it still managed to push our chimney on the house forward about an inch. I can see that it moved the strap on it, but putting stuff on the back side is just what you do. You don't ever put vents on the front side of a house where they can be seen. to me, it always looks better to have no vents on the visible side of the roof, the front side of the house. So I'm going to build this vent system out of the B vent and try and put it up there all in one piece. And once I kind of get an idea where it's going to go, I will figure out where the hole is going to get drilled on top of the roof. So. Literally as we speak, I am waiting for the gas inspection to be done. The inspector is currently an hour and a half late, but that's okay. The road's bad. He has other responsibilities. He'll get here when he gets here. As soon as the gas inspection is done, we can start hanging drywall. The ceilings are 16 feet tall, and if I have to hang drywall up that high, I'm going to need some help. So on our next videos, you're going to get to see how I figure out hanging drywall on a 16-foot ceiling, and hopefully the final inspection on the plumbing passed as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. I think I'm done for today on the B vent for the shop heater. I'll get out here in the morning. The inspector for the gas system is going to show up in the morning, and so I'll get out here and continue working on this, waiting for him to show up. And if all goes well, maybe I'll go pick up some drywall. So by our next videos, I should have all of the inspections officially done. And hopefully a nice big load of drywall in here, and maybe even we're starting on the drywall. So that's where I'm at. See you guys in a few days.